Hi, I'm Martin at 3aaa Apprenticeships. This is a short guide to Harvard referencing using Microsoft Word's Harvard referencing tool. There are a series of videos that 3A have produced, which I will refer to at the end of this short video, and that's in terms of how to Harvard reference from scratch using a variety of different sources. I'm going to focus on two sources in this video, websites and books, which should be the two main sources that you would refer to throughout a course. Microsoft Word does have a referencing tool created. There are websites out there that have Harvard referencing generators. We are going to focus on Microsoft Word's version because it does reflect as close as what it should be. So we'll start off. We're going to, if we're writing a report, and the first source that we want to use, let's say, is an article from The Guardian. So this particular article, Facebook's plan to kill dangerous fake news is ambitious and perhaps impossible. All about fake news, how Facebook are going to sort it out. And let's say there's a part of this we want to reference. Facebook has a sister platform called WhatsApp, let's say. It might be common knowledge to most people. However, if you're going to write something sometimes, you might just to say where you got that information from. So we'll go back to our Word document. Facebook has a sister application called WhatsApp. Okay. And this is where we're going to add a citation. Now, we could do this manually and actually write down the author's name and the year it was written. However, we're going to use Word's referencing tool. So you look at the top here and you click References. And then in the middle here, you have your citations and style. Now, this will automatically be set for APA, which is a similar referencing style to Harvard, but we are going to just choose Harvard from here. Insert citation, add a new source. And this will show you any sources that you might have used in the past. Now, if you're using this quite a lot, then this would end up being quite a long list. Add new source. First thing you need to choose is the type of source that it is. It has the most common ones towards the top. You've got book on there, any journal articles perhaps. We're going to go with website. If you are looking at a PDF that you downloaded from a website, you would choose document from website instead. But this is a news article from a website. We're going to click show all bibliography fields. You don't have to enter all of them, but these are the ones that are going to come up to be most important. So the first one is going to be author. So we go onto this to find out the author's name. You wouldn't just assume it's The Guardian because The Guardian always has writers for them. So in this case, this is the author's name. If there wasn't an author listed anywhere on the website, then it would be Guardian as the author. But we're going to type in this person's name here. Name of the web page would be either the title of that particular page, or in this case, the name of the article. Name of the website is The Guardian. Then you use the year where it was published as well. So in this case, Friday, 20th of July, 2018. If there's no date listed anywhere on the website, assume it is the current date. 2018, July 20. And what it also asks you for is the year it was accessed, the month it was accessed, and the day it was accessed. What you also have to enter is the URL of the website. You press OK. So what will happen automatically is that will come up saying Solon 2018. So that's the in-text citation. We'll come back to the reference list in a moment. Let's say we want to find something else as well. We're looking at another particular article, or let's say in this case, a book. So let's say you are reading this particular book and you want to reference something out of it. Let's say advertising is a very important part of marketing. This time, you've actually taken that as a direct quote out of the book. So you're going to put quotation marks around it. If you're paraphrasing, you don't need to do that. Now, in this case, we want to reference this as well. So we're going to insert a citation. Now, actually, I've already put this detail in there, but what I'm going to do is do it again just to show you how that's done. If you find the book, I'm going to show you the bibliography fields again there. And the authors of these, then we're going to go to this. Now, sometimes, all the information is usually on the inside page of a book anyway, but for the purpose of this, just so you can see, we're going to use the information from Amazon. You can easily search Amazon for that book information. So it's Clout and Bach. So author, in this case, because there's two authors, we're going to add the names on here. I'm going to add that as well. Click OK, and it will automatically bring that up in the authors list. Title of the book, the full title listed here. The year of publication of this book was 2018. You find the city where it was published as well. Now, that is always listed on the inside page of a book. I know in this situation it was published in Harlow, and it does say that on the inside of the book. It doesn't always say that on Amazon. So you just have to be careful of that. Just double check that the publisher was Pearson Education. We know it was the 8th edition. Okay. And the edition, 8. And we don't need to put any month access or year access or anything at all because the publication itself is enough. Click OK. So we're going to untick the bibliography fields for that. So this is because I have already used this one, so we're going to just do tag name. Change that slightly. You wouldn't need to do that every time though. Okay, so then you've got that particular citation as well. Then you can continue to write the rest of your report or assignment or essay, whatever that is. Now, on its own, they aren't enough. You need to actually have the reference list as well. There's a difference between a reference list and a bibliography. A bibliography is everything that you have read or used. You don't even have to have used it, and you do a full list. Usually a reference list is enough. And you click on the drop down here, click on references, and it will auto-generate a reference list for you. And that's anything that you've used. So like I said, I showed you a couple of others that I'd used previously. Any references that you have used throughout will be listed in there. Any that you want to get rid of, so let's say, for example, with this, you've got a duplicate, you can just remove those out of there if you need to. And that's how you reference a book or a website using Microsoft Word's referencing tool. If you want to see how to reference anything further, you can go to 3aaa Apprenticeships on YouTube, look at our channel. If you click onto playlists, and at the moment it's towards the top, a guide to Harvard referencing. There's 8 videos on there. An introduction to Harvard referencing, how to Harvard reference in text, websites and blogs, videos, including YouTube videos, books, as we've just gone through. There's a little bit more information on there. If you need to, religious text, ebooks, and course materials as well. So there we have it. There's a short guide to using Harvard referencing using Microsoft Word's document.